In 1977, a quiet neighborhood in Enfield, North London, became the center of one of the most disturbing paranormal cases ever recorded at a normal council house that a single mother point four children, and something inside the walls that refused to stay silent. What happened inside 284 Green Street is still debated today because too many people witnessed things they simply couldn't explain. Peggy Hodgson was a struggling single mother trying to keep her home together. But everything changed one night when her daughters, Janet and Margaret, ran to her screaming. They claimed their beds were shaking. Peggy assumed they were overreacting until she entered their room that a heavy chest of drawers suddenly slid across the floor by itself. And when Peggy tried to push it back, it wouldn't move an inch. Almost like someone on the other side was forcing it to stay where it was. That was the moment Peggy realized something was inside the house. Terrified, Peggy called the police. 2 constables arrived and searched the house. But what happened next became part of an official police report. Officer Carolyn Heaps witnessed a wooden chair lift slightly off the ground and slide several feet across the room, with no one touching it. She later stated, "The chair moved on its own. I checked for wires. There were none. Even the police stepped back." They told Peggy, "This is not a police matter." Over the next few weeks, activity escalated violently, and it was clear the entity was focused on the 11-year-old girl, Janet. She was thrown from her bed, dragged across the floor, and on 3 separate occasions, she was seen levitating in midair, suspended above her mattress with a twisted expression on her face. Photographers captured these moments on film, real photos that still exist today. Janet said she felt something inside her, as if a force was controlling her body. The most disturbing part came when Janet's voice changed. She began speaking in a deep, raspy male tone. The voice claimed to belong to a man named Bill, who said he had died in the house years earlier. Researchers recorded the voice and performed tests. The pitch and tone were far beyond what a child's vocal cords could physically create. The voice once said, "Just before I died, I went blind, and then I fell asleep in the chair in the corner." Investigators later confirmed that a man named Bill Wilkins had indeed died exactly that way in that house. The Society for Psychical Research sent investigators into the house. They witnessed objects flying across rooms, doors slamming, knocking patterns that responded intelligently, and cold spots that appeared out of nowhere. One investigator was hit in the face by a Lego brick, thrown hard enough to leave a bruise, despite no one being near him. Even seasoned researchers admitted they had no logical explanation for what was happening. For nearly 18 months, the Hodgsons lived in fear. The entity targeted Janet relentlessly. She was recorded being pushed, slapped, and dragged by forces unseen. Furniture overturned. Voices echoed through walls. And every night, the house felt darker, heavier, and more hostile. The family was breaking. And then it stopped, almost overnight, as if whatever lived inside the house had simply decided its time was over. Janet later admitted that she faked a few minor moments for attention. But even the investigators who caught her said the majority of the events were unquestionably genuine. Too many witnesses, too much evidence, too many things that defied logic. Today, the Enfield Poltergeist remains one of the most documented and terrifying real paranormal cases in history. Police officers, journalists, neighbors, and investigators all reported experiences inside that house, and despite decades of analysis, the truth behind what haunted the Hodgson family has never been explained. Some say it was a hoax, some say it was trauma, but others believe something darker, something intelligent, was living inside 284 Green Street, and it wasn't there by accident.